dog, you're looking for the right vector, Victor, over. You got Clarence there, Clarence over. We've had a marvelous week here at the flight school, Sky. Everything is impossible if you don't believe, but with God, all things are. I have had the privilege of representing our family this last week with a festivity of about 50 young people, and give thanks for the decorations, which we thought if our whole congregation can experience some of the joy that we've had as a crew and experience the wonder of the overall theme. If I do this, you could say trust God. You could just have both feet on the floor if you don't mind so nobody gets hurt. Are you ready? There you go. Like pulling a rope or ringing a bell. There you go. Trust God. The halls were ringing throughout these last 5 days as Pastor Kristen did the opening. I was the sidekick. The roles were cast throughout the week. I was increasingly, I'll have to say it in due respect to my computer friends, I was the absolute nerd throughout the week. I even got a pocket protector to prove it, but with that I was always making the bumbling mistakes. But as I'm privileged to lead this worship and give immeasurable thanks to our young people and moms and dads who have helped, and then for you now as parents and friends of this congregation, I trust you will be blessed by the hearing and receiving of the word, that the privilege we have with God as we trust God, everything is possible. So there you go, and that'll go back and forth looking to God. I do have my compass, but not a watch, but there is a clock at the back, and I think this program, and I'll thank Karina Bergren, and I know you're moving about here, if you will bring the children forward, and then as you do so, there was actions with each of these, no matter how you feel, no matter where you are, and we'll go through those. I think they're in your bulletin. But no matter who you are, trust God. There's themes in terms of imagination station, the setup of the tent in the back. Bree Anderson and Mal Kayla, you did an amazing job. People loved it. But with that, we had 45 kids who said we go with the 3 or 4, but we've got to 10. So there you go. 1 Samuel, as you know, God chooses the king, King David, by looking at the heart, not at the outward appearance. So I wanted to be a pilot because I had all the gates, but I wasn't a pilot. But God looks at the heart, and He looked at the Roman officer in faith. And with that, we'll watch the video first, and I know our cues, and then we'll sing our song, okay? Which will be you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Les.
Crowds of people followed Jesus to the town of Capernaum. They wanted to hear about God's law. When there were crowds, Roman soldiers came to keep the peace. Roman soldiers didn't always get along with these crowds of Jewish people. One day, a Roman officer heard that Jesus was nearby. No, not a roaming officer, a Roman officer. But this Roman officer had a problem, a big problem. His young servant was at home, sick in bed. No matter how his friends tried to help, the servant just got sicker and sicker. The Roman officer didn't know what to do, but then he remembered that no matter who you are, trust God. So the Roman officer went to Jesus and begged him to heal the servant. Jesus said, I will come and heal him. Hooray! But the officer said, Lord, I am not worthy. Just say the word from where you are, and my servant will be healed. I know this because I have authority over my soldiers. I say, go, and they go. I say, come, and they come. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed. Jesus said, you have great faith. I said, faith, great faith. Not a great face, although that is a great face. Jesus said, go back home. And the young servant was healed that very same hour. No matter who you are, trust God.
Now, you can imagine
when Flash came out, he had a really backache, and he couldn't really feel God's presence. But we have learned that no matter how you feel, up or down, you can learn how to, let's say it together, trust God. There you go. They will have a beautiful, I think, Orville the Flying Pig was a theme, and there's some wonderful themes of the many years that I've been involved with VBS. This thematically just seemed to tie together so wonderfully. We used to say, you know, we do this when pigs. There we go. There is bats that fly, there's other, I guess, mammals that do fly. So again, with God, everything is possible. Family, if you don't mind standing up, I've got some family in the back that really want to see you. So I know it's a little tight here and we've rearranged a bit, but don't hesitate to stand up when Karina will advise as well. But with that, no matter how you feel, trust God, and if the video will flow, thank you very much. And as you tease that off, the lights come down. So many thank yous, but the donations that have come in have been really quite exceptional. And there you go. Great Sam again for the elder parents. Carry on. No matter how you feel, trust God.
About a man named Lazarus. Lazarus had two sisters, one named Mary and one named Martha. Jesus was good friends with Lazarus' sisters. One day, Lazarus got sick. His sisters and friends were worried about him. Then the two sisters had a great idea. They would call Jesus. So they sent Jesus a message, because cell phones hadn't been invented yet. But even though Jesus loved Lazarus, Mary, and Martha, he stayed where he was. Meanwhile, Lazarus got even sick. Mary and Martha waited for Jesus to come, and Lazarus got sicker.